Termas de Rio Hondo. It's cloudy, so not the most ideal of conditions, but at least it's dry.
Yep.
Championship leader Nelson will be the first man, or should be the first man, to cross the line to begin his first qualifying lap.
Yep.
So Nelson currently leads the standings by, I believe, 4 points from Deck. So those two are the title favourites at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see how things go. We've got a new rider in Brigger, who's replacing Amir, and we've also got Hitstick today replacing Joe. So it'll be interesting to see what Hitstick can do back on the Repsol Honda, which he was on board in Season 1. So Nelson now goes into turn 5. Very nicely done. And now around turn 6. And into turn 7 and 8. Very easy to make errors, but Nelson doing it a good job there. As the bike starts to saddle and wobble, and Josh has had a fall around turn 9. And now into the final sector. And now into the final 2 corners for Nelson. There seems to be a very good banker lap. Let's see what lap time it is. It's going to be a 1:33.5, so very decent lap there. I have no idea who's going to be the next person. Quiston is second. Gami jumps into the top spot. You've got Ras, who goes second. You've got Ike. Where's Ike? Ike. Leon goes 5th. I've lost Ike. Here's Ike. Across the line, and he goes 5th. You got Mr. Hitstick, who's going around the final corner. Quiston's had a crash. So currently, the top 5 separated by 0.2 of a second. But Deck is about to march his way into pole position, it looks like. But Hitstick goes 6th there, just 10th in front of Leon.
Deck on 2 red sectors, so Deck's pace. We've seen the race pace he's had prior, and he's looked very strong, as you'll probably agree, Jack.
Yeah.
He is the favourite coming into this, but we have seen, though, I don't want to jinx him, but we have seen, though, that a lot of the favourites that actually come into a race weekend, sometimes they've actually had a bit of a disaster, but Deck's looking pretty strong.
And he goes first by a second.
Powerful 1:32.4, so a great time there from Deck, who actually did quite well in the Esport Challenge as well for the rest of the world. Got some good points, so well done to Deck for that. He got a 4th, which is nice, not too far off the main what's the Honda riders time, so well done to Deck for that. As Josh jumps into 9th.
And
also
here
well
goes
to you
his
as well,
teammate
Jack.
Leon.
Another good set of points. Did you end up getting 3rd in the end?
Yeah. So I'll be about 9th.
I think
Leon is just moved to 7th, so yeah, I'll be I think I'll be set at 9th in the standings with the way I believe they'll be calculated, because I'm not sure about PC with index qualifying. Mugsy goes 7th.
it will just come down to whoever got a decent amount of points on the first challenge. They did the same again, but if you do the same again, then the next one you should be fine basically. So, but Gami improving furthermore.
How much of an improvement is this going to be? 0.3 of a second.
Not bad.
Oh, Gami's gone, and he's just gone. Well, that might be just going straight on at turn 1. Well, at the exit of the last corner. Brigger crosses the line and goes 7th. So, got quite. So, 1.4 seconds separate the top 8, but 4 tenths. Well, yeah, 4 tenths separate 3rd to 7th. 3rd to 8th, sorry. So, We've still got the two Petronas boys on their own.
It's the hit stick with the switch as well, right? To Repsol, right? He wasn't there before, was he? Am I tripping?
He's just replacing Joe.
Okay.
But he used to be on that. Used to be with that team. And he's gone down.
Right.
But he used to be with them in season 1. So. And Moxie pulled out of the lap.
I've forgotten most of where people were in season 1. I remember Nelson was on the Pramac and Leon was at Avintia, and I think most riders in that season 1 field, I think at least 5 of them are no longer, you know, a part of VollGazz or have kind of stepped aside kind of thing.
Yeah, improved by 2/10 of a second as Quiston improves his lap time. Josh improving his lap time.
Where is he?
And he goes.
He's improved, but
yeah,
not in position. Leon, personal best second sector.
Yeah.
See what he can do in the third.
And we just come into the third section.
Could be. Would you say it would be the hardest section for the Ducatis?
Yeah, just because it's just rear traction based, and that Ducati isn't got any rear traction at all.
So on green a little bit. I did see that, so possible warning maybe. We need to be a bit.
Gami improves again by another 3/10.
Nelson was pretty strict, so I'll let you know if I see them extend there, especially.
Nelson now looking to improve.
A bit yesterday.
As Nelson now crosses the line and jumps onto the front row of the grid as Ras has crashed.
Turn 3, I think. Did he hit the curb or something?
Probably. Hit the curb or maybe ran a bit wide. Something like that.
Yeah.
But he can sit stick now.
I only caught the glimpse of it.
Round the final corner. Can he jump any places?
See, where's Mogsy?
Into 7th.
Yeah, Mogsy's fine through the...
He's lost it in sector 3.
He has gone great, yeah, he didn't extend, so... Josh now braking hard down the back straight. The bike's sliding all over the place. Cammy, the only rider to not settle out with 7 minutes remaining of the session. I mean, this to kind of be where you see about 4 of the guys there. Ria's currently sat in the pit, so they're all probably now doing another tyre change. Going on fresh rubber to try and improve that lap further they've done, and hopefully move up the field. As Mogsy in 9th is not too far off. Ras in 4th, there's not a big gap, so if Mogsy can improve by about 0.4, if Mogsy can improve by 0.4, then he'll be kind of middle of that front of that second row, which would be kind of a real good starting point. But it's a bit of a danger zone really, with everybody flying into where's Cammy. I didn't catch him on that lap. So
yeah, he was fine. Don't worry about him. He was fine.
Alright.
So into the final corner, Cammy. I expect him to go near the top. Let's see where he goes.
4th, I'm gonna say.
He goes 2nd.
2nd. Wow. Okay.
So Deck
goes him a bit there.
Yeah.
But
so
Mogsy now.
2 times down Deck.
Oh,
Mogsy on the grass. Not on the grass. He hit the sausage curb.
Moment.
Hit the sausage curb nicely
massive
there.
Moment, yeah. That's Ras.
Yeah. So he's now going around the final 2 corners. Got a nice entry there, lots of corner speed. He crosses the line and does not improve his time. Leon around the final corner.
2 personal best sectors. Game for Mr. Hit Stick, because Nelson now comes into the danger corner. Does he get it right? Yep, perfect through there. Where's Hit Stick?
Quiston is now getting around the final corner. Where will he jump any places? He jumps into 4th place in front of Nelson, but Nelson now going around the final 2 corners as well as Hit Stick.
I can in voice chat.
And Nelson jumps back into 4th position, and now Hit Stick goes and jumps into 6th place. As Brigger is on a lap, but is currently not improving.
Running a bit wide, but staying within limits.
And Brigger crosses
Josh
the
has gone
line and
great in the
improves to
third.
8th place.
Josh ran a bit wide going on the, I think it's turn 9, the uphill corner for the flick round to the right-hander, and he just ran in a bit too hard. I think he was just pushing and couldn't get to out his stop. But
Josh improves in the final sector. You got Leon and Mogsy in 10th and 11th. Cammy's had a crash somewhere. So it's looking like it's going to be a battle of Yamahas.
Oh, okay, that was worried me there. It's both Mogsy.
He's going on the final corner, and he crosses the line, and he jumps into 7th position.
7th. Not bad.
And here comes Leon. As Gammy's crashed. It is looking like it's going to be an all Yamaha affair on the front row and potentially for the win.
Yeah. Yamaha's looking pretty good this season. And Beck once again staying on the bike he wants the Season 2 on, or the Championship on. He's stayed with them trainers for another season. So I'm sure the team will be happy to stay on that bike, and Gammy new to that bike this season, and he seems to have gelled with it quite well, so Gammy being the most improved rider, I'd say, this season. I don't know whether you'd agree, but
he's done well. He's got some podiums, and he's kept the no, Cammy. So we're gonna have to do the qualifying thing. So that's gonna be annoying for the rest of the riders. I mean, Cammy would have been second anyway, so.
Cammy's got a couple of minutes for him to get back to Arsenal, just to let us know whether he wants us to.
Nelson improves, but not in any positions. As Ras now goes round the hairpin. Can he jump onto the second row? He does, but that, if Cammy was still there, would be head of the third row.
Yep. We'll need to put it in the chat for the guys.
As Mogsy now is continuing to improve through sectors 1 and 2. So now goes through turn 8 and now into the Aston section. And he's lost it in sector 3, so sector 3 maybe not Mogsy's strong point, or at least in terms of consistency anyway. As Gammy is now improving, so keep an eye on him, as well as Aiki. Mogsy goes across the line, does not improve. Gammy now goes across the line, and he does not improve. Aiki is now going to go across the line. And he does improve into 8th place. And Leon now looks like he's going to improve, and he does by quite a margin, by 7/10 of a second, but still not enough to jump onto the third row of the grid. And here comes Josh now round the final corner, and he improves by half a second. So Brigger is in turn 7, got a nice line there, runs a bit wide and backs out of the lap. Quiston has lost some speed here, so maybe he's doing a cool down lap of some sorts. And Nelson going into the final 2 corners now. So with the session, well, the timer has ended, but there's still people on laps. You got Mogsy and Ras,
Yeah.
who were on laps as well as Ike. So this
I
would
don't know
be.
whether we are restarting Jack, as he's not saying if he wants us to or not. All he said is my championship is ended. I don't know what he's meaning by that, whether he wants us to restart or not. It's just he's not giving us answers, so I don't know what he's doing.
So Ike now coming around the final corner. So is Gami. Gami does not improve. Does Ike does not improve. Mogsy does not improve. Ras does improve into 4th place. And now we got Brigger. And Brigger crosses the line and improves, but not in position, as his autopilot does some flips. So I think it looks like we're probably going to be getting Cammy back, but for the moment it'll be Deck in first. Cammy should be second, but it's due to disconnection. It's Gammy. But it's meant to be Udis, isn't it? It's all kinds of confusion here. Oh, you can do the race reading. Nelson in third, Rass in fourth, Quiston in fifth, Hitstick in sixth, Mugsy in seventh, Ike in eighth, Brigger in ninth, Leon in 10th, Josh in 11th. Just hopefully it's dry for the race, so there's.
Right, it's gonna be a funny race then. Unfortunately, the guys aren't actually going here in real life this year, which is the first time since what 2005. Well, they didn't go here last year either, did they?
No, first time
So,
since during the calendar in
2015?
14.
14. So it was 14 or 15. Oh my. That isn't your ending race results, but
So the weather's going to have to be put on the under cloudy conditions.
yep, qualifying 2.
Yeah.
Can't find Cammy's name. I don't know whether he's appearing on or off. As we just wait to for Cammy to join back. Just see what we can have in the chat for whoever's watching the stream. If you have your active YouTube, if you're watching on your YouTube accounts, and you're signed in, just let us know in the comments.
Right, for some reason.
Cammy.
Here he is. He's here.
Alright, let's go. Isn't it a thing now, if anybody disconnects now, that's it,
Yeah.
it's done. I'll put that in the chat now then. Interesting predictions there from Joey and Finley. As Paolo is a sporting Prix. So hello Paolo. Did you change the conditions, Jack?
Yeah. So that Cammy won't have a advantage or disadvantage. So the race will be under cloudy weather, so that might open the tyre strategy a bit up.
Yeah, it was Leon runs a bit off. For those of you who just joined, we just had to do the 5-minute restart qualifying this Cammy disconnect. So if you're new to the league and you don't know what's going on, basically what is the situation now is, if somebody disconnects in the qualifying session, what we do is when the qualifying session is ended, we then restart the lobby and make it a 5-minute qualifying, and the person that disconnects gets 5 minutes to set a flying lap, and everybody else, all they need to do is they just need to set a valid lap. So then Jack can then reorganise the grid to how it initially was and place Cammy in wherever his time puts him from the previous qualifying laps. Cammy is probably going to be front row, I would say, Jack, if he can get a lap in.
Yeah.
But he was one of the last, I think he was the last person to set a flying lap in the last session, so... And if he doesn't set a valid lap in this session, he'll be at unfortunately, he'll be starting at the back of the grid, which will be a real shame, but, if he can set a lap, he's definitely going to be front row, in my opinion. So everybody now is coming to the end of their just setting a lap, basically. So we can get the race underway in about 5 minutes' time. It will take Jack a little bit to reorganise the grid. It takes him a bit longer than a bit quicker than it does for me, because I did it for the first time Monday, and it's annoying. It's frustrating to do it. So the only problem I had was one of the riders, Jack, I can't think who it was, but they set like a really slow lap, so like for everyone I had to like do their time, so like took ages to sort everything out. So this Cammy is on a lap, so he could set one. Everybody now is just him. I don't think Kristen quite understands what's going on, as he is setting a lap. So one of the riders.
Does he know? Does he know though? Like, cause is he
We
a first timer?
put it.
Ah, he's pacing now.
I,
So Cammy's done a lap.
he might have had Deck or somebody message him or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
To let
So
him know.
Josh hit sticks to do a lap, and that's it. Brigger's going again.
I don't think Brigger's listened either, but Brigger is a first timer. But it's been put in the chat 2 or 3 times now, in the space of 10 minutes, so he's not reading the chat probably, evidently, but what can you do?
On the wrong
Josh
way.
and Hit Stick are coming to the end of their...
No, I haven't.
Oh no, Hit Stick's crashed.
Hit stick crush. This is not what hit stick needs.
No, not at all. Yep, Brigger's evidently not listened. Or read the chat, so, you know, his own fault, not ours, but, you know, there's always one. I mean, it's not that difficult to understand, you know. Maybe there was a language barrier, we don't know, but there's Google Translate, kind of, for a reason. Yes, Hit Stick is on a lap, so all he needs to do is set one. It's that simple.
And we're going to put Cammy
He
second
push.
anyway, so...
Yeah.
Cammy's going to be second anyway, no matter what his time is. And that is... So it's in Hit Stick's hands now. Hit Stick's just got to do a lap.
It's just good, yeah, he doesn't even have to push. He could just take this last sector and a half, just real cautious, just to bang that lap in. I think he is. He looks like he's chilling. His eye key's still out as well, for some very, very, very strange reason.
Well, you can Hit Stick to do the lap. Yeah. Right. So this is... Oh, that's nice. So...
Yo, Flabby's in the chat. Flabby, what's up, man? How are you? Hello.
What was Rassie's time? 3 seconds.
And Lorenzo's in the chat as well, one of the junior riders. He says he predicts a good battle. I believe there's a one of Nelson's supporters in the chat as well. So hello to you guys.
it's Question. Then hit stick. Then Mogsy.
I'm doing good.
Then
I'm doing good, thanks.
is Ike.
Leon saying go Leon to himself in the chat.
Right, there we go.
Oh, there it is now, still in the chat. Okay, never mind.
Standings all correct. Times obviously very strange, but let's go. Sessions will be cloudy. So I'm guessing before this race, people are probably going to go more favourably with the hard tyre, some might risk the medium, but I feel like with the colder conditions now, it's opened the window further for a medium tyre, so we'll have to see what happens.
Hey, Finley. Finley says hello to us both, Jack.
Hello.
Keep an eye on the chat and just see what people are saying. A lot of you in here now. There's a few more people joined. I think most of the riders are in the stream as well now, which is nice to see as well. So, good luck to you guys out there. And ride quick, ride fast, and ride safe.
So just waiting on 3 of the riders.
Okay.
As the chat seems to be going off quite a lot.
Yeah, everyone's talking.
Just waiting on Cammy, and let's get this race underway.
Yep. So, here is the grid. There's the right lineup of the guys, and they are ready to go racing at Termas 3 Honda in Argentina. A very cloudy Termas, with the reformed grid from the Cammy disconnection. As Cammy did line up on second, as he did in the first one before disconnection.
Yeah. And it's
go. We are away.
And Cammy gets the launch, and it looks like he's going to get the whole shot into turn 1, and it's going to be Ras in second. Nelson makes contact with Deck as all this contact, but luckily no one has. Oh, Deck's gone down! And so's Ras. Deck and Ras have gone down at turn 1
as well,
and so is Gammy.
Patronus's.
Oh, and Quiston's gone down as well as another Yamaha. Oh,
okay,
it's carnage.
Red flag.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think Nelson's going to be too happy with that one because he's got away with that, and
yeah, we've had this thing once again for people that are new. It's normally a thing of if on the first restart, it's normally if 5 or more go down within the first couple of corners, it's a red flag because it's not what we like to see really, but it happens most weekends now. Normally is. You know, you can just touch somebody on this game, touch someone else's bike, and you can be down. And you have no control over it. Because everybody readies up fairly quickly once again, so...
let's go, take 2.
Take 2.
So Cammy got a nice launch off the line and got into turn 1 first with no problems. Deck got a bit stuffed up the inside by a couple of the riders, so he'll be looking to not let that happen this time. As they are off again, and Cammy once again gets a better launch and will take the whole shot into turn 1.
Yeah.
It's Nelson this time. Nelson's gone down in turn 1.
He's lost the front. Nelson's gonna probably be banging his table right now. not too
So
happy.
championship leader has hit the deck, and Ike's
Oh,
gone
Ike's
down.
gone down. Oh, Pramac's gone down as well, I think.
Leon, that is.
Leon.
So
not many down that time. How many got away with it?
yeah. Oh,
Three went
Leon's gone down again. So
this is just...
here we go, and Deck takes the lead and goes in front of Cammy into turn 5 as they're all jostling for position. As Ras is taken out by an LC. I don't know if he got taken out, but he had contact with a couple of riders. Oh, and Briggers now moves into 4th place as Gammy hits, I think, like, milestone touches Ike round turn 6.
Oh,
and Ike's forced to concede a position to hit stick.
Yeah.
He's going to fight back, and he's through. Cammy's been able to retake the position from Deck. Let's now all go through turn 9. So Cammy in the lead in front of Deck.
Ike a bit on the green, just a little bit, but he's pushed out a little bit, I think. So we'll let that slide.
Oh, Deck making a bit of a mistake there through the hairpin, turning a bit too much there onto the grass. The end of lap 1, it's Cammy, Deck and Quiston in the top 3. So Quiston having a nice clean getaway, and he's in 3rd.
Both Monster Yamahas currently down in 1st and 3rd, so it'd be nice to see those guys get a double podium.
Ras and Ike,
Ras
goes extremely wide at turn 1.
Yeah, I think he's pushing a bit, or got into the stitching with Ike potentially.
As Josh has gone down. Josh crashes at turn 3.
Hit the curb, I'm pretty sure. Pramac boys having a nightmare.
Yeah. It's Cammy now through turn 5, and so goes Deck. Deck taking the very wide mid apex line, and he hugs the turn 6 curve beautifully, and he's going to get a lot of time on Cammy there. Be able to take a lot more corner speed due to the curves being some kind of glue effect to make the bike just stick to the tarmac. As Ike and Ras making contact.
Ras almost on the grass.
As they go through turn 7, and Ras goes up the inside and takes the position.
Oh, that was close. Oh, Brigger on the green.
Not too badly though, just on the edge.
Ike's done it again. If he can, give him a warning. He's done that 2 laps in a row now.
So Cammy in the wait, Brigger and Cammy having it coming together. Didn't quite see that, but it's ended up. Brigger's come down, and luckily no one got collected in anything there. But something strange happened there.
Hit markers come up then or not?
No, there was no contact. He couldn't have made contact with anyone, but.
Okay. I haven't got the contact thing on for mine for some reason that I couldn't get it as TV director, so I don't know if there's ever contact with anyone. Someone else running out a bit wide. Didn't quite see who it was. I think it was one of the Mitsu riders, because they both jostled positions in 9 and 10th with the Pramac boys fairly close behind them, by about 3 seconds.
So if things stay as they are, Nelson and Deck Bounce will just swap places because the points gap will remain the same at 4 seconds as
oh my god, the Mitsu got on VP's
gone.
Rage quit, 100% a rage quit. He hit the back of Ike and that took Ike with him, which was really unfortunate. I saw that firsthand. Yeah, not nice to see somebody rage quit. What can you do? It's just what some people do.
So Cammy out in front with Deck, not letting him go. Just the gaps for these 3 laps from about turn 5 and lap 1 have pretty much stayed at near enough 4 tenths, half a second. Basically on the exact same pace. I think it might just come down to probably down to fuel with these guys, and who can be the most consistent. Cami's won one race. Deck has won one race. Cami's still in the championship, but I think he's about third or fourth place. So he could do with another win here. He won at Brno in dominant fashion. Just cleared off. No one else saw him. As they go into turn 5. Interesting thing to point out that Nelson is running the exact same pace as Mogsy, pretty much. So
yeah,
Nelson's pace at the moment is not amazing, is what you could say, but never know. Could have the late race pace if
yep.
if the others start to struggle.
The 4 Yamahas inside the top 4. So
Yeah.
Yamaha 1, 2, 3, 4 currently, and they're jumbled up as well. Monster Yamaha, Patronus Yamaha, Monster Yamaha, Patronus Yamaha. So a nice little mix there, and the Yamahas doing really well as well. And they're the only Yamahas on the grid at the moment as well. And
Well, the Yamahas that can be on the grid.
true, yeah, that is very true. Yeah. So all the Yamahas are just dominating this race right now, and you've got a sea of 4 Hondas to Pramac and then I keep on the Idemitsu with Leon very close behind. Actually, saying that the guys battling for 9th are all together. So there's a little battle going on at the back of the field. So just keep an eye on them. The gaps that you'll see with them, and if it goes down,
Mogsy has managed to make his way on Hitstick, as Hitstick makes a mistake and drops to 7th, as Nelson now has found some pace. And as I've just said, a lap ago, he's matching the pace of Mogsy. Turns out he's actually quicker than Mogsy. He's gained back on him by about half a second on the previous lap. So Nelson now starting to enter the top 5 positions, which he needs for his championship defence. He'll need to be in the top 4 to at least tie with Deck, and he'd lead on countback.
Yeah.
See if he and Mogsy are going to work together. Hitstick makes a mistake onto the grass. And now round the left. And now into the hairpin they go.
Yep.
Oh, Mogsy getting round to the back of Mogsy now. Mogsy onto the grass. Is he? I don't think he's gonna. Or is he gonna? Yeah. Nelson goes round the outside, and Mogsy sort of let him through there. Making sure
to go in this race as well. About halfway through, so anything can happen in this one. So just keep an eye on any changes, gaps.
Still 7 3/4 of a lap to go. Cami now just extended that gap to Deck to a second, so just a 1/10 or so a lap. Cami's eking out on Deck, but it's very minor stuff. It's probably just yo-yoing between the sectors and stuff. But Quiston now is coming under pressure from Gami. So let's see what these two can do. They're basically in a world of their own. They've got Deck and Cami 4 seconds in front of them. They've got Nelson and Mogsy 4 seconds behind them. So sort of in a 4-second bubble. So we have now passed, or we've nearly passed the halfway stage. But when we enter sector 2, that'll be the halfway. Well, when we enter sector 3, that'll be the halfway stage.
Yep.
And Nelson's 4 seconds behind Gami, so he's got 6. He's got 7.5. Can't count. He's got 7 laps to catch 4 seconds. So He's got to lap at quite not over a second, but probably like 3/4 of a second ish. So
yeah,
it's gonna be hard. It's a tough ask for Nelson, but he's got the ability to. Let's see how it goes.
yeah.
His deck now is closed a little bit on Cammy. Through sector 2. So these two are basically putting in identical lap times and pace, so
Yeah.
and they're not really making too many mistakes here. As Cammy,
a bit on the green.
yeah, it takes a bit of a wider exit line at turn 9, and that's helped Deck to close the gap in a little bit.
Oh, Moxie on the green, quite a lot.
As Ras has fallen.
Oh my god, I think he's got it
turn
down to
9.
really pretty low. As Josh looks at the inside of turn 9 on Nike. As Ras almost rejoins the rugby, lets everyone go through.
Yeah.
Nice one, nice. But you may have to give Moxie a warning because he did exceed that green quite a lot. Wasn't a little bit, so you need to try and stamp down the track limits.
As Gammy now is on the back of Quiston and is looking to make his move. He's just not close enough at the moment. So same with Deck here. So to both Patronus boys have similar gaps to the Monster boys in front of them.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a battle of which team is gonna have 2 riders on the podium at this moment in time.
They're edging ever closer to Cammy. Saw that gap go down to about 0.3 now, so I will check tyres, and I think this may be the reason. It's about 3/4 of the way through the race, and that's why I do tyre checks. Because
Deck goes up the inside of Cammy, and Cammy just holds him off for a turn. That makes him go the long way round. And Deck now looking to go up the inside as they make contact through turn 10 and into 11, and Cammy holds off Deck. Wow, and Deck's to ride the curb, and he's just not able to make the move as they now go to the hairpin.
A little bit.
And Deck,
Nelson's fair amount on the green, so keep an eye on that. Watch the other guys as well. He's fine, Josh fine, Leon fine. Okay, all the guys are battle fine.
As that goes up the inside of Cammy on the exit of turn 1 and now into turn 2, Cammy retains the inside line and holds the position as Deck gets so close to the back. So Deck looking to take the win.
A warning for Nelson, or are we leaving it?
Yeah, just give him a. If he does it again, then.
Oh, I've just looked at Leon's tyres, and his rear tyre is red. I think he's actually gone for a shot. I think he might have forgot to change his red tyre because it is smoking, and I mean smoking.
Cammy having a massive moment there.
And Leon and Josh's.
That might just be due to the Pramac, you never know. But he comes Deck into turn 7. This is where, and turn 8. This is where he made the move on Cammy last time around. Is Deck able to take the tighter line? He hugs the curb, but Cammy's going to have the exit speed.
Inside here.
No, he's not close enough.
Not quite close
and
enough.
Cammy gets a better exit than Deck, so Cammy holds on to this position. But Cammy does have a time penalty, so that is something to that's going to be a factor. How big the penalty is, we don't know, but that could be the deciding factor in this race. There's Josh and Ras are having a battle here.
Yeah. Oh, Ras on the green again.
But he lets Josh through, so that's fine.
He lets off, yeah.
It's looking like that unless there's a mistake from any of the top 4, that Nelson's going to be...
Ras straight back on the inside of Josh as well, guys.
In 5th place.
And I think he's made it stick. He has made it stick. A very clean move there from Ras, the Repsolander rider.
So now down the straight, Deck in the slipstream, gaining, but just not at a point where he can overtake.
Yeah.
But Deck's right there. As they go through turn 6.
potentially.
Deck wants to get on the curb, so he's going to have that corner speed.
I will do the tyre checks now that everything seems to have calmed down slightly. Gami's rear tyre
Kami's gone a bit
is
wide.
looking a lot worse than Deck's. Gami's is overheating slightly more. It's got more wear done, and Deck's rear tyre's looking great compared to Gami's, so that might be tyres coming in. Kristen's one's looking great, same as Deck's, really nice, good temperature. Gami's the same as Deck's, that might be even a little bit better, just a bit more on the cooler side. Mugsy's rear tyre is pretty hot and it's wearing quite badly as he goes in the green very slightly. Nelson's is really
Mr. Hitstick's
really
gone
good,
down
same as the Yamaha's.
at turn 9.
Nelson going with a different tyre choice to his teammate, it looks like, because Hitstick goes down and Hitstick's rear tyre's smoking hot as well, so one of the tyre choices, I'm going to say potentially the medium maybe, might be the big issue here, with temperature potentially. I don't know why, but I think it could be that medium. I've never trusted it. And I think a lot of people have gone with the hards, and temperatures of everyone's tyres seem to be fine. Apart from the Pramac guys, their rear tyres gone.
Gami and Quiston now down the straight. Deck holds off Cami through turn. He's ran wide. He's run wide, and Deck goes up the inside of. No, he's not able to do it, and Quiston holds off Gami.
Deck right on the curb.
So the Monster Boys just fending off the Petronas boys ever so much. It's tooth and nail here for the podium positions.
Yeah.
Who is going to crack and who is going to be the one to outsmart the other? May just come down to simple luck of track position. Never know, but as Cami now enters the final 2 corners to start the penultimate lap of the race. So Cami now into turn 1. I don't know where Deck is going to be able to make a move, but I'm sure he's planning something. Probably the easiest place will be turn 5, but Deck would have to bank on some good slipstream and exit speed out of turn 3 and 4. As he has done that. And now he's 2 tenths behind, got a bit of slipstream, but it's going to be tight. Goes down the straight. Here we go into turn 5 in the braking zone. Deck is not close enough to make the move as Cami takes defensive line, but Dex takes a tighter line than Cami. He goes up the inside and takes the lead of the race. So Deck hits the front through for the first time in the race properly, and now we'll be looking to pull the pin.
Yeah, he's
as he runs wide through turn 8.
He's got tyres to his advantage now as Dex, as I said a couple of laps ago. Dex tyres are a lot stronger than...
Oh, he ran a bit wide through turn 9. Can Cami fight back? No, he's just not able to do so.
Are we doing the interviews how we did it last week, Jack? You do like third and first, and I do second.
Yeah. So Cami right on the back of Deck. As now they start the final lap of this race, has Deck timed this to perfection?
He might have done. Final lap time, guys, for
and Gami
round
so
6
close
of VollGazzRacing season 3, and Deck has pulled the pin, and he's got ahead of Cami on the penultimate lap, and he just needs to fend him off now and ride the bike home, and he will win another race. Another win to his collection.
So way to finish will only be his 2nd win of the season. But here we go, so down the straight goes Deck.
Wins last season, so. There's Gami's right on the back of Quiston.
If you only just
you could see a move. I've seen it the whole time, but he's pretty close now, and he seems to be looking to make a move.
It's so close.
Trying to get into the slipstream.
The two of them. I think it's going to be down to just minor things. Deck holding on. Just a few corners to go now, and Quizzen, his back goes a bit sideways, but he's still holding on. As
Yeah,
Deck
Gary's closed the gap right down now. It's pretty close. It's as close as
and
what I've seen it.
2 corners to go now for Deck, and it'll be his second win of the season. And Deck wins in round 6 and takes the championship lead. As Gabby goes up the inside, and he has outbroke himself,
Yeah.
I think, and Quiston is going to take 3rd place. Gabby takes 4th, and Nelson brings home 5th after the turmoil collision.
There's the AIs just, yeah, collide. Oh my god.
Ike brings home, oh my god, the 2 Repsol boys fighting for 8th and 9th here, as Ike brings home 7th, Hitstick just brings home 8th, and Ras takes 9th. Josh.
As the private boys aren't gonna finish.
Yep.
So, your final results of Argentina, VollGazzRacing Season 3 Round 6. It is Deck with another win to his collection, his 2nd win of this season, with Cami, who put up a good fight, fending off Deck for the whole race, rode really well, comes home in 2nd, with his teammate Griston in 3rd, with Gami in 4th with another good result. Nelson, championship leader, in 5th after that crash at turn 1 at the start of the race. Mogsy coming home in 6th. Ike in 7th with the Repsol Honda riders and Deck and Mercedes 6th with the replacement today finishing 8th and 9th. Rounding off the grid today, and the finishers today is Josh and Leon with a quit from one of the Idemitsu's
Brigger.
Brigger, that's it, with Brigger with the rage quit, which is unfortunate, as we now get our riders in. Hopefully they'll be here soon, so we can get these interviews going. Hey, Deck. What's everyone laughing about? As do we have the other
Currently not.
guys in here? No, but I don't.
We'll give them a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just give them a couple more minutes and hopefully they'll decide to come in. And if not, all we've got to speak to today is our race winner, if that's the case. So.
Is Nelson alive? Son, I heard some glass. I heard the TV fall. I heard some holes in the wall.
Oh man.
Y'all pick soft medium.
I did say that I thought the medium could be the issue for a lot of people because even one of the Honlink Moxie had a really hot rear and yeah, Nelson's was fine. Oh, I've just seen Nelson's controller, oh dear.
Right, so I'm not sure if the other guys are
Not
going
a
to
lot did.
come.
Deck and Gammy didn't. Nelson didn't have a hot rear.
Thoughts are you still here?
Right, so let me just check. Lewis haven't turned up to park for me, so we'll just talk to you, Deck.
Hello.
So you crashed in the original start, but then we had the red flag, and then when we start again, you got away cleanly this time with your championship rival Nelson crashed. And then I think you had a little go at Cammy into turn 5, but you made a mistakes, and he got you back. And you did some very nice racecraft sitting behind Cammy, and then pounced at the right moment. So how was it for you?
It's really good. Very unfortunate for Nelson's crash because I know he would have been a problem for me, you know, as well as Cammy. Cammy, once he got in front, I kind of just thought that was it, if I'm honest, because he's actually really quick at that track. But I noticed he always went a little wide turn 5 and a little wide turn 7. So I know, you know, I would get bits and bits of pieces of time to close the gap in, and finally, once I got, you know, past him, thank God, I just swapped into power 2 and, you know, took it home.
Very nice. And you also take the championship lead from Nelson in a kind of direct swap. And then after finish second, you've I don't even know what the gap is, but you've taken the championship lead anyway. So not
Yeah, and I'm
bad.
happy for that. I know Nelson's been holding it for a while now, but you know, I mean, it's a close fight. You know, it's not over for anyone. You know, everyone still, or most people still have a chance.
Yeah. Four rounds to go, so it's still all to play for most of them.
Yeah, I know I can't relax with Nelson. I'm, you know, still got to keep the fight going. Can't get relaxed.
Yep. So that has been round 6 of VollGazz Season 3. We have Moto2 tomorrow at, I don't even know where the track is, to be honest, but it's at Termas, so more Termas, and yeah, so we'll see you guys next week at Ref. Goodbye.